Salt Lake County Sheriff's race, Democrat and current Sheriff Rivera will continue with her job. She beat Lieutenant Hoyle last night 60% to 40%. Our chief political correspondent Glenn Mills joining us once again here on Midday with Salt Lake County Sheriff Rivera to talk about last night's win. Glenn?
Yeah, a very big win for Sheriff Rivera, facing an internal challenge from one of her own employees in Justin Hoyle. The sheriff joining us now. Congratulations on your win, 20 points.
Yes.
Did you expect to see that type of a victory last night?
I was hoping to see that, but I was a little surprised it was that much, yes.
So talk about that. What message does that say to you? That must build some confidence on your side in that the Salt Lake County voters really came out on your side last night.
Well, what it says to me is that they have been listening to what I've been saying, is that I have just been working hard and I wanted to continue working, and I think they were listening.
I've had you on Inside Utah Politics throughout the campaign. We talked a little bit about what you hope to accomplish if you were to win another term. You've done that, so let's talk about that. What is your top priority over the next 4 years?
Over the next 4 years, one of the top priorities is going to be school safety, because I think the conversation has died down, but we need to bring it back up to the top, as well as alternatives to incarceration and retaining and keeping police officers. We have to keep hiring and keeping them working.
Let's talk more about school safety, because as you mentioned, an event happens and it's on the top of our minds, and then it tends to fade. So what are some issues or some solutions that you think could be implemented that could really make a difference? There's talk of maybe, you know, armed officers inside of schools, or the extreme risk protective order. Are you in line with those ideas, or do you have others?
Well, we have others. What we're going to do is sit down with all of our school resource officers and sit at the table and talk to them and see what each individual community needs are for those specific schools.
Let's talk more about your ideas on reform. The system tends to be a revolving door. What is a way to actually get in and help an inmate rehabilitate themselves, as opposed to just getting caught in the vicious cycle over and over again?
Well, through the programs that we have at Oxbow Jail, if we can open 184 more beds, we'll be able to help 184 more people. And those programs that we have are very successful, and I want to continue with those.
Big stories with the Unified Police Department, of course, Riverton and Harriman announcing they're going in their own direction. How do you maintain the partnerships that you have now and keep the municipalities that are in the UPD at this time?
Well, we've been working hard this last year to keep the others in. We knew Harriman and Riverton had plans on leaving, so now that we know for sure the date that Riverton is going to be leaving, we can start moving forward. But I really think the partnerships are still going to be there.
Your opponent, we mentioned, Justin Hoyle, an internal employee. You guys are friends. You ran against each other. He's been a visible person within the sheriff's office. Do you maintain your relationship with him? Does it just go back to normal, or are there some hurt feelings involved with this?
Oh, no, absolutely. It goes back to normal, but even with more respect. You know, I do respect him for stepping up. He did challenge me to challenge myself and put myself out there. I had to work really hard for this, and I do believe I earned it. But no, our relationship isn't going to change, and he's still a leader in our organization, and we're still going to utilize him for his skills. What's
the most important thing you learned going through this election process? Because this is seeking your first full term after taking over from Sheriff Winder.
That people count, and people want to be heard. And I just know that me out there telling people that I do care, that matters to them. They want to hear that.
Sheriff Rivera, you just won another 4 years.
Yes.
We'll be watching how that plays out. We appreciate your time today explaining what your vision is for your upcoming term. Thanks so much. You can find more information on this race and all the races that we've been following for you on election night on our website, abc4.com/politics. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Glenn. We do appreciate that. And